This is me about to prank the world's biggest bodybuilder. You're probably wondering why I'm doing this. It's because I recently finished my 120-day body transformation, and now I've been looking for a way to improve my physique to the next level. And who better to ask than Larry Wheels? After my transformation, I wanted to turn things up a notch. So I messaged Larry Wheels and asked to train with him. He said yes, but here's the twist. He doesn't know I'm showing up in a full fake muscle suit. There's one rule. If I get caught before the prank is revealed, I lose. If I survive Larry's 3-part challenge, I earn his respect. Maybe. The prank is only one phase, because Larry is putting me through a 3-part challenge. 1, his actual routine. 2, a strength test. And 3, a pose off. We just got to Larry's gym. Right now, I'm gonna put on the muscle suit and see if I can go the whole workout without him noticing I have the fake suit on. Not too crazy.
Yeah, that's no buff
That's
now.
no buff, no. You know, it's not like too unbelievable.
Triceps are fucking popping.
Larry's whole life is fitness. I'm just a guy that likes to work out. I don't know how hard he's gonna go on me.
I wasn't sure what I was walking into. Whatever Larry had planned, I was about to find out.
What's good, bro? How you doing? Good. How's it going? Pleasure.
So, this was my first time meeting Larry, so I wanted to break the ice and see how he was feeling today before we got started.
If I impress you today, I get a t-shirt maybe.
Yeah, if you impress me. Let's see.
Larry doesn't know what I'm capable of. I will 100% leave here with him being impressed.
This is our posing room where we're going to be able to check your gains and all your hard work.
Yeah, I did a couple push-ups this morning, so my pump does come in pretty fast, which is nice.
I don't know if he was impressed or concerned, but he definitely knew something was off.
Yeah, your chest looks all right, but how are the abs?
Pretty good. I would say I'm pretty proud of them. Oh,
Whoa, what the hell is that, bro? Those are the softest abs I ever felt.
I had a lot of oatmeal. You know how that goes. You know,
Yeah,
pre-workout.
lift up your shirt, bro.
We didn't get our pump in yet, though, so they're not like exactly where I want them to be yet.
Yeah, I'm not buying that. Let's lift up that shirt. What the hell is that?
Did you know I was wearing this the whole time?
Dude, the minute you walked in, I could clearly see you had a fucking muscle suit on. It was clear as day. I mean, at your frame, you could be this big. You could grow into it.
Okay, the prank failed, but Larry's respect is still up for grabs. Time to earn it his way.
So how often are you lifting every week?
Right now, I'm doing 6 days a week, just training each body part once a week. From this side down, we have basically all of our strength training equipment, 100+ machines in this dome area alone. I'll show you a couple of things we actually designed ourselves. We designed this cool Superman row. You just lay down, feet behind you. Guarantee there's nowhere you can find a machine like that because we made something like that. So over here, we have this lunge machine actually. It's really cool. It's plate loaded. It looks a little intimidating, but it's pretty simple.
Like some 20, 30 equipment.
And then you can do lunges. Wow. It makes movement more isolated, and you can worry more about just getting a quality contraction. And then one more cool thing would definitely be those golden 350 dumbbells.
Check. How much are these?
These are 350.
350 is crazy, bro.
I haven't lifted them yet. I might never lift them, but never say never. There's a guy as a bodybuilder that rode the 330s at Gold's Venice for 10 reps each arm. And that guy is Andrew Jack.
I would break I would feel things that I never knew I could feel that would break right now.
I guarantee you wouldn't get it off the rack.
You're right. So eventually you may attempt to lift one of these up.
The best time for me to attempt something like this would be like about a month after my show when I'm consuming a ton of calories, and then it's safe for me to attempt it.
Yeah, on my off season, I'll probably like attempt these here and there.
Yeah, you're too shredded right now.
Too shredded right now.
Okay, this is like my favorite chest
this
exercise.
one
Toss this black coffee.
Why coffee and not like a Celsius?
I'm saving the more hardcore stuff for my leg session.
Oh, damn, okay.
All right, so
He didn't even check to see what the weight was. He said, I'll just start going. See me, I have to like double check.
So with this, you want to keep your chest up the whole time.
So I don't know what my warm-up will even be, low-key. I'd have to...
Oh, that's super light. Trust. I guarantee you can handle it, no problem.
All right, I think Larry is overestimating me, but let's see what happens.
Let's get it. Yep. Big squeeze. Yep. Good. Yep. Keep those elbows down. Yep.
This is when I realized I made a mistake.
I'm not as strong as I think.
Not as strong as I thought you were.
That was just our first exercise, and I could already see the disappointment in Larry's face. Luckily, we're moving on to bench, and I'm gonna gain his respect back.
To be fair, this is gonna take a little bit of strength off the top. This might shave off like 5% of your 1 rep max.
Yeah, like I was gonna do 415 today. Might be a little less, so it's whatever.
So maybe more like 225, realistically.
I think I can do that. Do you warm me up or do you just go straight into it?
Definitely warm up. Go up in 10s, because I think you're really weak, and then yes, that's your strength from there.
This is the Larry Wheels form.
Twisting the elbows in.
That's right. Yeah, that's good. You're good. Let's add some weight. So what has been your best bench to date?
225 for the 3 reps.
So let's try and get like 240 today.
Okay.
At least you got a good spotter. Okay. Good. Just a set of 5. Good. Okay, I like the form. Because we're testing your strength, we're gonna wait a good like 3 to 5 minutes. So the biggest difference between bodybuilding and powerlifting training is how much time you spend in between sets. So now we can add a plate versus 25.
My brain doesn't know beyond this one. After this, it's the unknown.
Uncharted territory, man, that's what I live for.
In my transformation video, I did 50 push-ups, and every comment was like, those aren't real push-ups. I was doing this, not a real push-up. And I was like,
No, whoever said that was a hater. That was totally a real push-up. There's so many ways to do a push-up, like close grip, wide grip, like at the waist.
I was doing the wide, but that still counts, right?
Of course.
See,
There's always gonna be that one guy that just disapproves everything you do.
Larry said that's a real push-up. That's the real answer. That's all I need.
3, 2, 1, yep. Good. Drive, perfect, racket. That was good, dude. I think 40 is a smoke show. I think we got to go 245.
How many reps can you bench out on a 225?
The most I've done, I think, is 70.
70?
Yeah, I think I've done 70 or so.
I think I heard that wrong.
I mean, my best bench is 675, so when I was in that condition, this felt very light. 245 on the bar, time for a little PR. Get it. Okay, nice and tight, I'm with you. Yes! Oh, good. But you got more in you.
Damn.
You got more.
You know how like you're supposed to just like end on a high? I don't want to get too excited. Like 3 plates. Realistically, my birthday's in September. How much muscle could I put on by then?
Well, if you put on like 2 pounds of muscle a year, you're doing really good. Imagine in just a decade, that's 20 pounds of lean muscle. So you'd be walking around at 220, all natural. And that's peak levels of natural fitness for your physique.
You're aware of the Larry Wheels curse?
Unfortunately, I am aware.
Unfortunately?
It has been exercised. There's no more curse. No more
I'm
curse.
down to lift heavy, but like I just started my fitness journey, so like
We don't want to end it.
we don't.
Hopefully nothing bad happens before I do that.
Knock on all the woods here.
I'm not sure there's any wood in this gym.
What's the number?
255.
I've never done this much weight before. I think I can do it, but I'm a bit worried.
Just 1 rep. Good.
Wait, is this real? Is the Larry Wheels curse happening to me? Apparently, every time someone trains with this man, they leave broken. Let's just hope I make it out in one piece.
Press. Good. Hell yeah, that was good. That was really good.
I think I'm slowly starting to gain Larry's respect. Didn't get injured, and let's hope it stays that way.
So we're gonna use this machine right here.
Which part of the chest is this working?
Upper.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
So I've seen a video of you slapping the shit out of somebody before. I think you would do really well in power slap.
I would do it, depending on who the opponent is. I just wonder what the long-term repercussions of that are, you know?
I was told they got paid like $5,000 to slap somebody.
Yeah, that's the only reason I wouldn't do it, because there is no money in it.
What if they gave you 100K?
100 wouldn't be enough.
Damn.
Bro, for the right price though, I think anyone would jump in. They offer you $1 million cash to do it, like, come on.
What are you nitpicky about? Do you have anything you're insecure about or trying to improve?
My legs just need overall more size. But with that said, I've had to reframe my mindset in bodybuilding to sense of purpose as my greatest satisfaction from doing it than trying to be the best in the world. Realistically, it's not gonna happen. I have a torn bicep, I have a torn quad in my left, I have really small calf. And if I were to think about that, I just don't want to do anything because I'm used to being somebody that was the best at what I do at powerlifting. And I really enjoy like having that purpose to train for, something to look forward to.
Tracking calories is what I haven't been doing so well since I did my transformation.
Because we always either under or overestimate how much we're eating.
That's exactly what's happening.
So as long as you have like a healthy balance, like healthy habits, you can still have a cheeseburger and stuff, just not like 3 times a day, every day of the week.
What's your favorite cheat meal?
Probably say Five Guys. It's like the saltiest, cheesiest, greasiest thing I can get my hands on. Yep. Let it open up at the bottom, big stretch. Perfect. We can move on over to cable crossover. It's like a nice finish here. Good.
How often do you train abs?
I don't train abs because I don't want thick, bulky abs. On stage, you want the illusion of having the smallest waist possible. Even if your abs are bulky, if you're eating poorly, you won't see them. If you want like that flat washboard, David Lade ab look, like it's really just from the diet. I know dudes that like legit never have cheat meals. You know, like they just don't do it. Let's get it. Good. Lean forward just a little bit more. Yeah. Elbows together, really contract your upper chest. This is a great pump finisher. We can hit the posing room and see what you're working with. Okay, looking pumped, a little hairy.
Yeah, a lot of hairy.
You want to clap your hands like this, right? Pick up your chest, bring your hands a little higher. Yeah, exactly. So let's do side chest. So you grab here in your wrist, pick up your chest, and then you use this arm, right, to bring, yeah, exactly. And keep your chest up, and then twist a little bit more. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Now squeeze that other pec. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Bodybuilding posing is just more like straight on. Like this would be like a bodybuilding most muscular, for example. A double bicep for a bodybuilder would be like this, just standing straight on. Okay. Yeah, like really arch your back and then try and make yourself as wide and broad as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, so on a scale of 1 to 10, that was probably like a strong 3.
What's my weakest points, I guess? Like
legs, for sure.
Okay.
Because your upper body is definitely more developed than your legs. But the frame is there, most important. When you have the genes to have a great physique and you have a ton of potential, which not everybody has.
As you can see, me and Larry have slightly different body builds. He's been training a little bit longer than me. I damn near passed out with how much I had to hold my breath and flex my muscles.
What's one or multiple things that have kept you motivated even after all your success?
Setting short and long-term goals, focusing on progress. We are like reward-driven creatures, and I think it's really important to pay attention to where you are making gains.
What's advice for somebody that's like, I just need to get off my ass and get it going?
More oftentimes than not, those struggling with motivation, like you said, to get off their ass or make any significant changes, is because they're struggling with addiction of some kind. Maybe they're addicted to food or pornography or video games or TV. If you're getting all your dopamine at the top of the finger, what's gonna make you want to get off your ass, eat right, train hard, build a business, when you could just open up your computer and then get all the dopamine you want in the blink of an eye?
Step one is to maybe acknowledge you're addicted, but you could be so lost in the sauce, you just kind of stay there, and that's where it can get really dangerous because then time just goes and goes.
As a teenager, when I was just like playing video games and jerking off, I didn't have any motivation to do anything. I don't want to talk to girls, I don't want to go to work. I would train, but even that was a chore after a certain while. I think that's where you have to like reflect and look at your lifestyle and your habits, and then that's how you get motivation that is sustainable. You only lose if you give up.
So, did I earn his respect? I survived. I showed up in a fake muscle suit and somehow made it through a real workout with Larry Wheels. And what I learned, it's not about how big your muscles look. It's about showing up and putting in the work.